Hi, Gerhard Bloom, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So should we really be promoting diversity? Absolutely not. Life is not a petting zoo. You want diversity? Go to a zoo. In employment, in education, what have you. The standards are the standards. We should be promoting competence. Racial preferences are, by definition, racist. And I don't care what color, sexual orientation, or ethnicity you purport to represent. To me, you represent nothing greater and nothing less than yourself. And I expect you to show me the same kindness. Do you secretly think blacks can't compete without lowering standards, moral standards, criminal standards, educational standards? No. What message does this send to black kids? Maybe it's you that's a little bit racist. If you run into a store in a smash and looting campaign, off to jail you go. I don't care if you're black or white. Off to jail you go. And in universities, they have standards. You need to meet those standards or find a different institution or try harder. You know, we should not be lowering these standards. This is a very dangerous game to play. You know, how comfortable do you feel lowering standards in medicine for doctors and for surgeons? Well, this is actually happening already. United Airlines, they want to reserve half their pilots for women and people of color. Now, you can prioritize competence or you can prioritize diversity. For an airline, they need to be promoting competence. And as we lower standards for admissions, this does absolutely nobody any favors. Black students admitted into Ivy League universities under these programs have a much higher dropout rate. That is a fact. Or worse, yes, far worse, they move into one of these new grievance studies program, like black studies, gender studies, queer studies. I've argued elsewhere. These programs deny the most basic standards of serious scholarship. They are centers of ideological indoctrination. And this ideological indoctrination is leaching over to the hard sciences and into the medical community where they talk about chest feeding and non-binary. Right? This is ridiculous nonsense on its very surface. In every class, the affirmative action admits, except, of course, those Play-Doh grievance courses, are the absolute worst performing. And of course, that's demoralizing for these black students. And they are competing with the country's most brilliant young minds. These students aren't stupid. In fact, at a normal university, they would be outstanding students. And at the same time, blacks who do not need the lowering of standards walk around fearing that everybody assumes that they are affirmative action admits. And then there are these students, well-deserving students that have earned a place at these Ivy League universities, and they are not admitted. Who wins here? Absolutely nobody. These young minds that go off to these universities and medical schools, scientific fields, these are a precious national resource. We can't afford to waste them. Do you think in China they're engaged in this diversity, equity, and inclusion nonsense? Absolutely not. They make every effort to identify the best and brightest minds and to make sure that they get the education that they deserve, because it's good for the economy and it's good for their society, as evil as that regime is. And please, pick up a copy of my book, Deconstructing Social Justice. It's available on Amazon. Not important because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues could not be more important. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.